This Friday, November 30th, remember, you can get your version of this very beautiful playmat. And I must say, spectacularly, this came out. It will go on sale at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. for you California time, and 8 o'clock p.m. for those of you in the Central Time Zone. So don't forget, get your copy this Friday.
I don't know what Lundrati keeps sending me out here, but the OCG out here is, well, pretty interesting. So, a couple of things I want to point out here. Lunalights kind of came to light recently with the release of, well, they didn't really get much more. This is kind of more or less a... We're gonna make this guy. Like... Oh man, thank you TCG. I have to give it to you guys. You got this card banned, and you did a good job at it because, man oh man, looking at this is crazy. Lundrati also brought it to my attention. There's also an Azathoth version of this deck, basically where you're going to be making Azathoth during your opponent's turn. Basically, it's the same logic that we were going with Ptolemaeus. And to answer the question that many of you have been asking me about Ptolemaeus coming back, no. I'm sorry to tell you, but as long as Azathoth exists continuously across all formats now, Ptolemaeus is not going to be coming back. Now, what you are looking at here is Utopic Zexal Turbo, and I gotta give it to the OCG once again. Like, the reason that this card is probably never going to get unbanned is strictly because of its fuck your opponent, you're not allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So for those of you that do not know, Utopic Zexal S0. So this card's original rank is always treated as 1. You can also exceed summon this card by discarding 1 rank up magic normal spell card and then using a Utopia monster you control as it exceeds materials. And of course the materials are going to transfer over to this guy. This card exceeds summon cannot be negated, and then when exceeds summoned, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. This guy is going to gain 1,000 attack and defense for the number of materials, and then once per your opponent's turn, quick effect, you detach 1 material from this card. Your opponent cannot basically use cards or effects during their next turn. There was a lot of turbo ability options with this card on its release, and we've seen people like Hanko Chow abusing this with Ignites. Actually, this was the primary source of this deck's, time. But the real culprit that got everything, banned, and I gotta correct myself here on Utopic Zexal, this was the card that ended up needing to go. Argent Chaos Force. So target 1 rank 5 or higher exceeds monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck 1 number C's or C exceeds monster as 1 rank higher. Okay, we don't care about that. And then when a level 5 or rank 5 or higher exceeds monster, special summon to your side of the field. While this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. That's all we care about. Honestly, summoning this guy is so abysmally easy that it's absurd. And I'm kind of glad that we no longer have to deal with this in the TCG. And it's kind of cute looking at the general outline here of this deck because Argent Chaos Force has long since, been checked. We don't have to deal with something like this. So what's going on here? So we have triple copies of Armageddon Dragon. As we've seen throughout the crucibles of time, normal summon Armageddon Knight typically means game. Getting to drop stuff like Malicious, the thing that we probably care most about in this deck, combo extenders, this guy right here. Of course, 2 copies of Ash Blossom. Nothing real extraneously important about this, but you need to understand that it is a staple and you do need this in a lot of ways to kind of slow down a lot of the meta. Now, 1 copy of Astrograph Sorcerer. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then of course you get to clone a monster. So glad that this is also gone in the TCG. Now, We play one Chris, the Crack of Dawn. Care about the fact that this is a level 4 Winged Beast. Combo extenders off of Weistrix. Very important, actually. And then, of course, 2 copies of Zephyros the Elite. This is going to be something that you're going to need for a lot of your combos. I can already tell you that. Now, we have triple copies of Lunalight Kaleidochick. So, once ready to send 1 Lunalight from your deck to or the extra deck to the graveyard, the name of this card becomes that of that monster. And this card is used as fusion material, is sent to the graveyard. By card effect, target 1 on polymerization and recur it back. We don't have that, but we get dumpability here. Now, this deck does have a means of setting up pendulum scales, which is, of course, Lunalight Tiger. Turn target 1 Lunalight monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack, and its effects are negated. Ooh. This card on the field is destroyed by battle card effect. Target 1 Lunalight monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Ooh. Thank you, replacement scales. You're my favorite. Scales that do stuff are the best. And then 2 Lunalight Wolf. You cannot pendulum summon monsters except for Lunalights. This effect cannot be negated. Once per turn, you can fusion summon 1 Lunalight monster from your extra deck by banishing materials from your field or graveyard. And then, of course, 1 Lunalight Yellow Marten. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, target 1 Lunalight you control except for Lunalight Marten. Return it to your hand. If you do, special summon this card from in defense mode. Banish it when it leaves the field. This card is sent to the graveyard by card effect. Target 1 Lunalight spell and trap card from your deck and add it to your hand. Ooh. Lunalight combos are good. And then, of course, we have 1 Singing Lanius. If you control a face-up Xyz monster, special summon this guy from your hand. You also summon 1 of this guy once per turn this way. Stupid Wing Beast. And then, of course, we have Triple Called by the Grave. No real explanation needed for this bad boy. Like, let's be real here. You have to play it. Triple copies of Fire Formation Tenki. Man, I can't believe the Rhoda Searcher for all Beast Warriors is just a continuous spell card that gives 100 boost. How the times have changed. Of course, triple copy of Foolish Burial Goods bearing any combo piece that you might need. Triple copies of Lunalight Perfume. Target 1 Lunalight monster graveyard, special summon it. You can banish this card from a graveyard, then discard 1 card to add 1 Lunalight monster from your deck to your hand. Yay, Searchers! Now, we are a combo deck. One of the most important things that you have to realize about combo decks is if your opponent tries to interrupt you, you are going to have a very bad time, and we can't have that happen. So we have to play triple copies of Magical Midfield Breaker to kind of make sure that we don't have to deal with these negativities and things like that. Now, 1 copy of Monster Reborn. Absolutely no reason not to play this. 1 copy of Argent Chaos Force and Soul Shave. The fact that we could just pay half our life points, target 1 Raid Raptor Xyz monster in our graveyard, special summon it, and then Xyz summon what monster is 2 ranks higher than that monster by using it as material. God, for just half my life. Like, 1 copy of Rhoda, 1 copy of Soul Charge, because it's Soul Charge, and then 1 of the Serenade Dance. During your main phase, you banish this card from your graveyard, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, and you special 1 Lunalight monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of Lunalight Serenade once per turn. And when a fusion monster's fusion summon to your side of the field, you can target 1 of those monsters and apply an effect. So you can special summon a token to your opponent's field, or the targeted monster gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent controls. OTK generator seems really good. Now, extract 1 Wee Witch's Apprentice, 1 copy of Weistrix, Hello Evil Dark Extender, 1 copy of Unicron, copy of Heavy Metal Fuzz Electromite, 1 copy of Firewall Dragon, 1 Curios, 1 Boral Sword. It's almost like this guy makes OTKs happen. Nobody cared about me until the OTKs came. 1 copy of Utopix Exile, the heart and soul of this deck. 1 Utopia. 1 Hope Magician himself. And then, of course, 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity. 1 of the big towers. And, oh, no, this is the towers. Your other towers, friend. You're both very intimidating. Man, I want to play this deck, but, like, yikes. Side deck, we have 2 copies of Prankatops, triple copies of Max C, triple copies of Cypherm Gamma, 1 copy of Driver, triple Twin Twisters, and triple copies of Red Reboot. Loondrady always keeps me up to date with the OCG, and I always I find everything that the OCG is doing to be intriguing. Maybe it's just because like we don't get the chance to explore these options ourselves, or certain of our card choices have already been limited, not allowing us to kind of explore these options. And, you know, I'm not taking anything away from the TCG. I'm probably pretty thankful that we have things the way they are now, but it's like, man, things are pretty crazy here. So what do you guys think about the OCG? Gotta leave it to a combo deck to kind of abuse Mr. S0 Utop Exexus. Please, tell me if you guys ever want to deal with this good in the TCG. No, you don't. But tell me anyway, guys. Alright, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.